TGIF. TGIF. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see how my man fare up. Alright, come on. We all Gucci here. What's up?
I just want to know if you hear me.
Loud and clear, sir. Get moving. It's rolling.
I need a minute.
See, now that you told me what you told me, now I can't make Brown enemy public enemy number one. I can't fight with him over this now, see? I told you, don't give him that radio back, and you said you welded it in, so once I heard welded it in, he became public enemy number one. You're going to hear my mouth. Besides, I'll get to outdo myself again, because I swear Surf's Bearcat sounds better than mine. Anytime I get a new model, always the third unit's going to be the best. And Surf caught the third, man, the perfection. That's why I gotta buy one more Superstar 6900 and gut that bitch. Yeah, you Gucci as hell. You're just too close to me. Make sure you got that number 3, and we Gucci. Not for nothing. I'm not gonna lie. Out of all 3 mics, I think the one that had the most clarity was the 636. But I don't know if that was doing it for you on the top end watch row. I know with the 636, it drops a couple of them top end watts.
Yeah, I don't know now. I took the meter out because shit was going wrong yesterday.
Well, that's a beautiful thing. There should be no meters in line. As long as all our wires check bomb straight and we know that they good, the patch cord of the drums, should never be no meters in line. Should only be radios and amps, bro. That's all. No extra jumps, no extra breaks. You got 2 amps, antenna into the big amp, driver into that, radio into that. That's it. Besides, half the meters on the market are really not RF shielded to do mobile applications like that.
My bird is.
Up to an extent. I know some guys take one of those screws on that SO239s on them It don't matter what side. Usually the output side is where they do it. And they put a little ring with an extra little ground lead tip, and they make sure they tap that ground from the power coming off the batteries right to that thing. You know what I mean? And that grounds the circuit inside with the rest of the system. Or they use the radio jumper. They use the radio feed to tap that. To tap into that or to tap from that. That's how I do it anyway. Hey, look at that, Mikey. I woke up to cackling homo. Unfortunately, I heard him yesterday doing my whole speech. I try not to give him any attention. His every transmission is me, but he wants to say it's me, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get back in the cut. I'm going to let you rock the gate, and we're going to let the cackling homo cackle.
I got something else on because I ain't got no receive.
Oh, you're beautiful. What do you mean you got no receive? Turn your mic gain knob all the way up. Hit the RF gain knob on the radio. Make sure that's not lit.
Something going on there.
Well, why you got no receive? You didn't take the radio out the truck. We know the why. We know the jumper we just made is 100,000% correct across the board. So, what do you think it is?
Something in the box.
Oh, something in the box. Okay, something in the box. 9 out of 10 times, that's usually the problem with these made boxes. That's why you got to be very careful who you go to.
That leather fucked up Richie jumper.
Really? Didn't you just hear the man say it's something in this box? The man sat here and we both made his jumper. He could tell you how correct that is. It sucks to be a homo starving for conversation, dude. It sucks to be a man like you, Mr. Fraud, Mr. Bugler. Yo, doesn't it bother you, dude, that I took every word that came out of your mouth, even to the silly occupation you want to convince them you got, and I proved you to be a liar and a fraud? Doesn't that bother you, dude? What you think? They didn't hear the video game? You say, with me, it's a lot deeper. Listen, I got to look at it this way. It's not me in your shoes. I didn't come out here telling the whole world listening that I have a videotape of you and me smoking your shit. I also didn't use that as a crutch to create radio havoc in their ear for almost 3 straight years. So, dude, I'm king of the throne, bro.
Yeah, bro. I hear you, bro.
And I did give that punk bitch one transmission too many. Mikey, I'll be right back. It's rolling. Do what you do. Figure out what your problem is. The king.
Yo, man, you all right there, man. Now, what the now? Now, what are you fighting with, man? It's early in the damn morning for you to be beefing with somebody. Good morning, Mike. Good morning to you, Mike, on our Friday morning. Good morning, man.
Hey, Doc, when you see this video again, you'll understand it's only because there's absolutely no noise in the receive that actually happened. Had there been a little bit of normal fucking static, you'll see he's not even in the box. All right, I'm back in the cut.
You mean I'm not in your damn box? What the hell? I'm on 2950. Let me see. Yeah, I got my goddamn switch in the right position. I'm just barefooted. What do you mean I'm not? I was talking to Blue Falcon, he heard me. Black Hawk heard me just now.
Stop messing with your shit, Doc. There's absolutely nothing wrong with your shit. Go to the goddamn bathroom, grab a Q-tip, clean your ears. I was talking about the other guy. I'll be right back.
Oh, make sure you say the other goddamn guy. Think like there's something wrong with my damn radio. I was up this morning when John Shaft was out here. And 000, John Shaft called down in DX Land. I listened to him while I was having my damn breakfast. Let me drink some of this energy drink here. I'm going to get started.
Well, I didn't get a chance to do breakfast yet. Mikey snapped me out of my sleep ringing the phone at 6:10. We just got done doing what he's doing. So I'm going to go up to the kitchen and handle that now. Question is, what do I want to do? Bacon, eggs, ham and eggs, or steak and eggs? Or maybe I'll just do some oatmeal and maple and wheat germ. I don't know. I'm tossed up. I could just do a bagel with cheese. You know what? I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Mikey, your video gate's rolling. I'm gone.
Maybe you smoke right up that pipe. Sure enough, because something's not right. I got to figure it out. Okay. Ain't no damn...
Well, everything's sound, A to the K, beautiful and right.
Damn crap like this, man. Yeah, I'm going over bumps and it's cutting out. On no video gate.
Okay, so you have another jumper problem. I told you we should have checked the rest. Figure it out, dude. It's definitely not the radio. We know that, and we know it's definitely not that new jumper. I'll be back.
Richie's fucked up jumpers again.
Could be your power connections too, Mike. You know how them homemade boxes are.
I can't believe Mike is taking advice from a junkie. Can't believe it.
I've been getting Mikey's vehicles 10 days straight for over 30 years. Mikey's one of my biggest salesmen. Mikey's one of 3 drivers that when them doors open, will have at least 40 different brand new pieces, antennas, amps, and radios in his truck. Mikey a rolling salesman for all the establishments. Boy, you just don't know who you're fucking with out here, son, do you? It's a shame you don't know who Richie RC127 is, but that's the more reason why I'm going to leave your punk bitch ass alone.
I know who you are. You're a delusional junkie. That's who you are.
You looking in the mirror again?
Talking to? He's talking to 250. I didn't hear him out there. Hello, 250. Good morning. I didn't know he was talking to you. He keeps saying Mike, so I'm trying to think, what Mike is he talking about? Is it Mike in the pickup truck? Or is it Mumbles? Call himself troublemaker. Look, that Mike. There's about 4 mics out here, 250. I don't know what he talking about there, Frank.
I'll be at Utica and Clarkson today. Anyone looking for me?
250, you're gonna have to put it up in my...
Well, listen, if you'd like somebody to look for you today, just kindly tell me the exact time you'll be at Utica and Clarkson, and you won't have to look for nobody. I'll be standing right there on the corner, homeboy. Nice, bright and shiny, with a gloss coming off that ball head that'll blind you for 3 blocks. That's all you gotta do. Just tell me the exact time you're gonna be at Utica or Clarkson, and you won't have to worry about looking for anybody.
Don't fight with him, 50. 50, leave that old man alone and don't fight with him. Leave the man alone.
Hey, Doc, I just think that's funny. We got 2 different videos 3 months apart of him begging for directions, intricate directions on how to get here. Every time he popped that yin-yang, he never tells you one time what time to be there. So as long as he ain't telling you a solid given time, you know one thing. That nigga punk ain't showing up. I ain't got to state nothing. I'm gone.
I got 7 videos to prove I was there. I'm back out. I'm not giving you no more time. I'm out of here.
I won't leave Richie alone, man. Richie got asthma. Come on, man. You don't get mess with Richie. Get out of oxygen. Leave Richie alone, 50. Stop it now. Stop it. Be your own man.
All right, I'll do that for you. Hey, Dr. Love, I'll leave him alone only because you asked me to. Because I respect you, Dr. Love. I won't bust him up, Dr. Love.
Yeah, man, 55 years old. 55. Leave the old man alone. 5 more years, he'll be a goddamn senior citizen. Leave him alone, man. You get that man a heart attack.
All right, Doc. I'll leave him alone, Doc. I won't jack him up. I'll leave him alone.
Now, if he comes back and starts to mess with you, then you got all the rat in the world. If you want to bloody his shirt up, you want to bloody his white shirt up, and then you can do that. I can't stop you.
No, I don't want to get no blood on me, Doc. You're right, Doc. He's an old man. He's got asthma. He's got that monster eye. You're right, Doc. I'll let it alone.
Appreciate it.
That's a shame. On my age calendar, I'm not even old enough to buy liquor. I couldn't even leave this atmosphere, go to my own base station and purchase a fucking drink. Just tell me what time you want your fucking punk. You want me to be at the corner of Utica and Clarkson, and we'll see who the punk bitch is and who gets busted up. Just tell me the exact time you want me there, homeboy. If you can't, shut the fuck up and stop feeding on Doc, who actually believes that you might be something to be afraid of. I know different. I know the homo in you. I know what you're all about. I demonstrated, showed and proved it to every listening public out here. So I ain't got to sweat it. When you got a time for me to be there, let me know, punk.
Jesus Christ.
I'll leave him alone.
Sir, if I come right to your front door.
Doc, I'll leave him alone. I won't get no blood all over him. Hey, Doc.
Didn't know you were out here. Let me get up to the kitchen so you can pacify the peas, Doc. Homo quavering voice. Hey, do me a favor. When you can figure out that time, I want you to remember one thing. Don't forget your Kevlars and your pliers. I'm back quiet.
Hey, Blue Falcon, you go back to Channel 13. Go back to Channel 13, Blue Falcon. Morning, sir. Right. Morning time, ain't bad. Well, I told you what, I was on that TGIF good weekend, good holiday if you can, celebrate it. I was out there waiting for you, 2675. You ain't sure walking, Doc. You running the mill this morning? Are you running the mill this morning? That's your channel 13. I don't know, what am I doing? I don't know, man. What did you do?
Hey, Doc, you get the...
Well, what's the matter? I don't know, it don't sound as clear as usual.
I think you say...
Yeah, I got something's going on here, I don't know. I've been trying to figure it out. I mean, you're out and everything, it just don't sound as clear as usually do.
Back. Ham and cheese melt on a toasted bagel. What's good? What's your 20, mate?
Landon and McDonald.
Roger D, Roger D. That box, does it got a sideband delay on it?
No.
Okay, then it can't be that being affected, alright.
Yeah, he sound regular to you?
You sound normal to me. This could be the atmosphere or whatever. I guess we'll know when he comes out the other side of that tunnel what time it is.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe he's too close. No, he's at Lennon and McDonald.
They know the drill.
Hey, sir, if you want to hear something hilariously funny, Ask that cackling Mary out there what he's cackling. He's cackling at something you said. Try to find out what he's cackling at. That'll be a funny, hilarious for the gate.
I can't hear him, and I'm not really interested.
Oh, okay, alright. Then I don't feel so bad, because I'm going to be honest with you, man. There's not an ounce of noise in the goddamn receiver, bro. It is atmospheric. Listen, this is what you call sound atmosphere. And this is what it is, man.
Oh, no, you ain't got nothing over there, but I got over here.
Brother, check it out, man. Well, you'll see the gate. I got a nice quiet receiver here, bro.
That's what I'm telling you, but I don't. It must be the hotel or different stuff, the lights. A lot of times the lights affect any electromagnetic can do it. And I got nothing but buildings around me.
No, you got those 3 establishments with them heavy computer systems and shit and credit. Listen, you're being affected by the entire place, the hotel and AutoZone, believe it or not. You'll receive that static and noise and all that little shit and shooting and the yeah, listen, you're getting a 3-way affection. So on a day like today, you maybe got a 1 to 3 of all that bullshit. You know, when the skip receiving there, that shit really ain't up in your ears or bother you, affecting you. But right now, it's affecting you.
Whatever it is, I tell you, I know there's something around me, but I can't hear. I got a high noise level.
Sir, you got the tire shop, the hotel, and AutoZone. The hotel more than anything because of its proximity.
That's what I'm telling you.
The doctor.
Well, what's noisy coming through?
Mikey, all you gotta do is pull up on Utica Avenue, right between that AutoZone and a hotel. You know, dead center between those 2 establishments. Watch what happens to your ears. See that? Absolutely no noise. 147 ain't got no carrier in my radio, but I got his audio, so it's almost that time. Speaking of your front door, I gotta call my friend up, find out what's going on with these deliveries he's supposed to be getting and I'm supposed to have already. I'll be right back. I do a lot of shit for that guy, dude. He's always looking for cash, and he's like, yo, I need cash, man. Let me send you the PayPal. I'm like, all right. What you need, what you got, what you want to do, you know? I do a lot for Ray, man. You see I had that contract for how many years with the snow? I do a lot for that duck plugger. I'm his number 1, bro. I'm his errand boy. I'm not gonna lie to you. In the last 7 years, in the course of a week, I have to tell you that average working and doing shit for Ray, anywhere between 150 and 200 a week for the last 7 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whether that be swapping cash for him, running errands, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm in the Caribbean market. Yo, I'm here, what you need, man? That's an extra 10 or 15, 20 in my pocket for the run, you know what I mean? You got a comment like that. All right, let me get back in the cut and call this duck plugger.
You already know you're an errand boy.
Well, he ain't got nothing else better to do. I'm gonna keep after him until he sell me that Tahoe.
Oh, well, in that case, ease up, and I'll let you know when. I'll let you know when the time is right, because when listen, he hasn't been in a jackpot for a couple of years with cash, so But I'll be the first to know. Believe me when I tell you. Yeah, you know he's the first owner of that. I ain't gotta tell you that. I also ain't gotta tell you how much road time it actually got. 'Cause you live right next door to it, watched it parked up in that till driveway on and off for how many. I'll let you know when it's time to hit on that.
He's a second owner.
Fantasy Island.
Oh, that's what he told you?
That's what he said. He said it was somebody in PD had it. It was an ex-PD truck.
Yeah. Okay, all right. I thought he was the first owner.
No, but I've been trying to get it ever since because he don't use it. I mean, I didn't mind when he was driving it, man. He drove that thing in damn near 2 years now.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's because of his driver's license. Yo, whenever that truck parked up like that, ain't nothing wrong with that dang truck. It's his DL status.
No, something was wrong with it before because he had it sitting there. That's why he had to have it towed to the shop and stuff because the rats had eaten up the wiring and stuff in there. So he had problems. He had to tow it to the shop and have them fix all of that.
Well, you see that? Your neighbor, my friend, what we're talking about definitely is a Fantasy Island. I said you would know better than me because it's on your block 2-3 doors down from me. Sir, all these years, I never knew he had any mechanical problem with that truck.
Well, he didn't really. The problem was his own because I told him, I said, you gotta start it every now and then. If you don't, the rats get in there and they start, when they find a car that don't move, especially in the winter, I mean, in the summertime you'd be all right, but in the winter, they will be in there.
Yeah. Look, all my life, if the shit gonna be idle and parked up, man, once a week you go out there, run that dump plugger for at least 10, 15 minutes, you know what I mean? If you gotta drive it around the block a couple of times or whatever, but if you got it parked up, for the most part, at least start it up once a week and give it a 10, 15 minute run, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I keep telling him, he might as well just sell it to me because he's not using it. Ever since it came from the shop, went in the driveway, that's it. It ain't moved again since.
Well, if that was PD owned prior to him, man, that's a police package all the way up in there, so it's worth getting their hands on.
That's the only reason. I hate to see that. That was a beautiful truck, man. Well, it still is, but he need to use it, man. Every time I see him now, I tell him the same thing. Just sell me the truck, man.
That's the beautiful thing about walking into dealerships, man. And walk in and put your credit on it to say, yo, man, give me the police package model, or give me the executive president model, you know what I'm saying? Well, wait till my SRT hits the street, bro. Actually, SRT means silly Richie's toy.
What? You stupid. It's the street.
I'm not kidding, bro. When my 300C go on the road, watch it.
Wait till Richie hits the street with his HIV.
I've learned to just cruise now. I ain't into all that speed no more, man. I've been there and done that. Ever since I got the Suburban, man, I'm just cruising.
Sir, it's a speed limit highway cruise control 5 mile over the limit, baby. Till them goddamn lights and sirens go on, then it's a whole different beast.
Ain't no car. They wouldn't even let him in the dealership, this Lion Junkie. He wears dead people's clothes, and he gonna buy a brand new car? He wears...
Alright, I'll be right back, man. Let me go get phase 2 of breakfast.